Hi, hello, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be ranking every single Detroit Become Human character that I would smoke up with, because why the hell not? But before we do, you know what we gotta do. And perfect, for accuracy's sake, obviously. But we're starting off with Connor, and I'm kind of confused, I'm not gonna lie, because there's this Connor, and then there's this Connor, and I don't know if they're trying to, like, distinguish Deviant Connor from Machine Connor? So I guess, okay, there's two versions. This one looks a little bit happier, so we're gonna do that as Deviant Connor. But for Machine Connor, like, I would smoke with him, but, like, he wouldn't be a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's not an absolute no, but just Machine Connor, he's not it. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna put him in C, unfortunately. And this guy, I don't remember his name or what he's all about, but just, like, the general vibe, you know what I mean? Like, he seems like a fun guy to hang out with, so we'll put you in B, because we don't know him too well, but, like, we gotta give him a chance. And Alice, okay, obviously it's a definitive no, because she's a child, right? But, like, if we were to do it solely based off vibes, you know, because she is an android, but even then, no. I was gonna say, well, based on vibes, I mean, like, she's fun, but, like, she's still a kid, even though she's a robot. That's fucking weird. So, Alice, I am so sorry. You gotta go in D. And you, I don't remember you. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've played the game, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, I played a good bit of it, but not all of it, several years ago, so I'm just going based off of my memory. And just because I don't know him, and to be entirely honest with you, like, the vibes aren't amazing. Like, not to judge a book by its cover, but I'm not a fan, so to D you go. And Amanda, nah. I hate to keep putting people down in D, but, like, she was just not it. And if y'all have played the game, she was such a twat. Like, I know that she had, like, an ulterior motive and shit that she had to get done, okay? But there ain't no reason for all that. And now, okay, again, I don't remember this guy either, or the one after him, but, like, they don't seem terrible. Like, just looking at his face, he seems like a guy that would be, like, really funny to smoke with. He would tell a lot of stories, but then, like, he would never shut his mouth. So, like, that's a double-edged sword. I think we're actually gonna put him up with this guy here. And this guy, I feel like, in a way, like, I feel like he would be a bit more fun to be in the smoke circle with, but also, like, I get a bad vibe, because is this Gavin? Hold on, no, I can't be thinking of the right guy, because there's always two people. I was getting him mixed up with him. Okay, in that case, I don't remember him, but he seems fine. I'm gonna put him in B, but since we already talked about him already, I think his name is Gavin, I'm not for sure. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But no, he's such an ass. And Carl, immediate S. Okay, that's probably such an unpopular opinion, but me and this old man, I fucking love Carl. And this is such, like, an egotistical thing to say, but he reminds me so much of myself, you know, with the art and everything, because for those of you that don't know me too well, I do a bunch of art in my spare time, and just the relationship that he had with Markus, shitting, crying, throwing up. Like, this old man has been through so much. Can you imagine the stories he would bring to the smoke circle? Like, that in of itself is why he deserves the S ranking. And this lady, who is this lady? I think she might be the person in the beginning, because in the very beginning of the game, for those of you that haven't played it, skip if you don't want spoilers, but essentially Connor goes into this house to investigate this whole crime scene that's going on, because there was this couple, they had bought a new android, and then they were going to replace him, right? And he wasn't a fan of that. Simon was not a fan of that, so he had grabbed their daughter. And this looks like the mom, I don't know. Okay, if she is the mom, I don't really have too much to say because I mean, like, I just seen her whenever she was upset. Like, how am I supposed to properly, like, gauge the vibe from there? Just because I don't know her, I want to put her in D, but, like, she might be okay. Can you imagine, again, the same thing with Carl. Can you imagine the stories that she could tell? The tea she could spill? I don't know. I think instead of D, I think we're going to put her in C, actually. And these two are the same person. Why are we... Okay, I think we're going based off of her in this scene and then her as she was in the loading screen, I guess. So with her in the loading screen, I'm going to put her up in A. I liked her vibes. I feel like she would be fun. But her, though, again, like, same with the mom, right? Like, we didn't see a whole lot of her because she was just forced to submit to the guy that was in that scene with her. But, like, this guy, I don't remember his name. A lot of these, I'm not gonna remember their names. I'm so sorry. But I do remember vibes, though. So I think... Ugh, that's so hard. I'm gonna put her in C because she could have been fine, but, like, it didn't really show us enough. And this dude, I know, like, we're skipping around this everywhere, but, like, since we talked about him already, I'm gonna go ahead and put him... Ooh, that's hard because I would put him in D, but at the same time, like, in the game, if I'm remembering correctly, he was the super rich guy, right? And imagine being able to talk to, like, a millionaire or a billionaire during the time of the rise of the androids, right? Like, you might not like them as a person, but goddamn would it be interesting. So I think for that reason alone, I would say to put him in C, because he's a piece of shit. Like, from what I'm remembering, he's a piece of shit, low-key. But it would be so much fun and so interesting and intellectually stimulating to talk to this guy that, like, we might move him up to B. I don't know. I'm gonna leave him in C for now. And, our baby boy Deviant Connor, I'm gonna put him up in S. I hate that I questioned that because it seems like, I mean, he's the main guy. I shouldn't question that. But I wanted to put him in A with her originally, but I feel like he would be a bit more fun, a bit more interesting. No, I lied. I'm betraying myself. I'm going to go with my gut and put him in A for now. And then I finally have to address this guy. I don't remember what he was all about. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, this guy, there's a couple more that we'll come across. Like, this one, I don't remember this one either. So, unfortunately, like, I don't want to just put them all down in D if I don't know them. So, I guess we're just gonna go based solely on vibe if I don't remember. Based on how he looks, like, I feel like he could be okay, but, like, not the best. Like, he would go kind of, like, mute after a while. And I think, like, the vibes would kind of be off and, like, that's not the vibe, you know what I mean? So I think we're gonna actually end up putting him down in D anyway. And Simon, dude, he just wanted to be loved, okay? Like, he did some shitty stuff, okay? And I don't condone what he did. However, he just wanted to be loved. He didn't want to be replaced. And I don't think, like, I get it, though. I think we're gonna put him up in B because, like, imagine how he was before that incident happened. I mean, because the whole scene where you had to go through Alice's bedroom and you found the video of them together, shitting, crying, throwing up. I might change that because he almost hurt Alice, though. You know, like, that's fun. He didn't have to bring her into it. Like, I think, damn. Okay, yeah, for that reason alone, we're moving him down to C. This girl, I don't remember her. I'm sorry, girlfriend. I think down in D solely because, like, she just makes me, like, so uncomfortable. She's one of those people, it seems, like, really assertive to the point where it's intimidating. And in a smoke sesh, I don't know how I'd feel about that. Oh, wait, and this is Alice again. Unfortunately, again, we have to put her down in D because she's a child, but, like, I don't want to do that because she's such a good character, but we're not ranking just the characters. Keep that in mind, because if we're ranking these people just based on how much I like them, this would be a completely different tier list. And again, I remember a little bit about this guy. I think he was the police chief or, like, the sergeant or something, if I'm remembering right. He was a dick from what I remember, but I feel like he would be fun. You know, like, the humor, I feel like it would make up for it. So I think Are we gonna put him in B? I think we're gonna put him in B. And Hank, up in S. I love Hank so much. I mean, like, is he a shitty person for a good part of this game? Yes. Does he become a better person? Uh-huh. Especially if you go with, like, the Deviant Connor storyline, their relationship has me so fucked up. And his whole backstory, he is just such an interesting character. And I feel like in the smoke sesh, right, not only could he bring his stories and his experiences, but also he's so fucking funny. You know what I mean? And just the sense of humor and also the music taste, dude. If he could bring not only stories, humor, fun, but also vibes, obviously you gotta go in S. And man, I don't remember him, but he reminds me of someone that I was friends with when I was on campus, and he was cool. So I think we're gonna put him. Wait, no. Wait, am I remembering right? Because there was one. No, I was getting him mixed up with him. For some reason in my head, it was the eyes, the way that like the eyebrows were scrunched, because I remembered this. You know what I mean? So previous ranking stands. We're gonna put him in C, I think. And with this guy, I don't know. Like, there's so many. Okay, these two, I do not remember. He seems nice though, just based on his eyes. I don't know why. I don't know where that assumption is coming from, but I think we would put him up in B just because I feel like he's a kind human. And him, we're gonna put him in D. I don't get a good feeling from him. And look, like, if I'm not getting a good feeling from somebody sober, I'm not gonna get a good feeling from them whenever we're in the smoke sesh, you know what I mean? And like, no bad vibes. See, and he seems okay. He seems okay too. We're gonna put him up in B because he was nice from what I remember. Kara, I love Kara. I think for smoke sesh purposes though, like, I don't know if she would partake. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say that Kara doesn't really look like the type to partake in the Benjamin, but like, either she would and does all the time and she loves it, or she's like, yeah, no, absolutely not. Like, I don't think there's a middle for her. So I think I would say this is so hard because I want to put her up in A, but I feel like she's better, but I don't feel like she's on the same ranking as Carl and Hank though. But she's so badass. She's so badass, and that energy brought to the smoke sesh, like, that would elevate things a bit. So actually, we'll move her up in S for now. I don't remember you, but he seems like an asshole. I think it's because he reminds me of, I don't remember his name, oh my god. It's the one guy from Shameless that's dating Fiona in the first season. I thought he was rich, he's not, he actually carjacks people. And he reminds me of him, so maybe that's why I think he's an asshole. But I don't know. I think we're gonna put him... I'm kind of stuck between B and C because I don't think he should go down in D. But like, actually, no, we're gonna leave him in C. Now this girl, yeah, way up to the top, baby. Can you imagine the vibe that they would bring to the smoke sesh though? Because she is so fucking interesting. Honestly, and part of my reasoning, like, she's just a beautiful human. Like, I can't deny that. Ooh, yes, straight up in A, Luther. Okay, well, A? No, he's up in S because okay, I gotta remember, I'm not ranking these characters based on how much I like them. I'm ranking them based on smoke sesh potential, because if we were ranking characters based on how much I liked them, Luther would probably be at the top, if you want me to be honest, because I feel like his character development was absolutely fucking insane in the best way. But for smoke sesh purposes, I think we're gonna put him down in A because I feel like it would be like a relatively good experience, but like, with just how like big teddy bear energy he gives, I feel like he would get really nervous during the smoke sesh, right? And that would bring things down a little bit, but like, that's the only negative I have. I don't remember you. I think he was a guard of some sort, and I don't remember this fucking guy either. Okay, for him, I don't know where to put these guys. Like, I have no context for these two people here, and there's some more too. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's actually go to the people that I do know first, and then we'll go back to these guys. So this woman here, the news lady, I think she was the president. The news lady, oh my god. I think she was the president in the game, and she you know what I want to say. You know what I want to say, and it's I don't know. Like with her, with how serious she presents herself in the game, right? And I mean, obviously it's because she's president, you know. But why would we want to talk up with the president, especially during those times? Like that would be hell on earth. So no. And Todd, yeah, no, immediately going down into D, because he would bring down the vibe so quick, and like with how strange his temperament is, like anything could set him off at any moment, and it would be like, I feel like he would chief. I feel like he would chief the joint so much, not like puff puff pass, but it would be like puh 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 puh, yeah, puh puh puh, like, and I feel like, I would just get so fucking annoyed. So no, absolutely not. Down to D. Markus, yes, absolutely. Markus, I'm gonna put him up in the top. I feel bad for putting, well, should I keep Connor there? I feel like that's fucked up to keep Connor there. Because I put Machine Connor down here. So then, yeah, regular Connor will go up in S. What am I talking about? Because if I'm thinking, I say regular Connor, Deviant Connor will go up in S, because why did I put him down in A? I feel like I did him dirty for no reason. North, I like North, but like I have mixed opinions on her, Loki. And I feel like during the smoke sesh, she would kind of try to like lead over everything, I guess. Like, when you go to a party, like a frat party, for example, and then there's like a couple of frat guys who are distributing the drinks and then making sure everyone gets enough of whatever they want, but then they're really they're really secretive over what they got, and they don't really want to give it to you, but they do because they have to. I feel like that would be her for some reason. I might be entirely wrong in my judgment, but that's just what's coming out. So I think, that being said, I want to put her down in B. Okay, wait, there is another Connor. Why is there another Connor? Okay, wait, so is this Connor like fully machine in the garden? Because I don't think he would be wearing that if he wasn't. In that case, unfortunately, machine sheep Connor, you gotta go down there. I'm sorry. Okay, and this is where it starts to get a little tricky. So this guy here, I remember, oh my god, spoilers, but when he died, I was not okay. I was not okay. I want to put him up in A, and then hold on, wait, then who is this guy? I don't remember, because I got this guy and this guy mixed up. So this one, he seems, I hate that I have to do these based on like appearance, because that's low-key fucked up, but I don't know what else to do, you know what I mean? So this guy here, he's kind of scary, low-key. That don't matter though. But just the energy that is surrounded by him, I don't know if I would want to have that in the smoke sesh with me. So he's going down in D2. Okay, now this guy, I do know him, and he wanted to be free. You know what I mean? Like, it made me so sad, like, his backstory. And if he just had a chance to be somewhere where someone didn't mistreat him, then he wouldn't have been in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So, and he seems like a nice guy otherwise. Like, I don't know, that's just the kind of energy I'm reading from this dude, is that like he has a kind heart, like deep down, and I feel like he would be a really interesting person to toke up with. So I think I want to put him in C, kind of. I thought about putting him in B, but I don't know if that fits, really. And these are the people where, like, I truly don't know jack shit, unfortunately. So if I go back and play the game at some point and I realize I hate or love these characters, this is probably going to be entirely different. I'm probably going to have to do it again. But we're going to start with this girl here. I feel like she would be a good time. Like, she's very, she looks stern, and I feel like that would intimidate me a little bit, but I feel like her music would be good, so that would kind of level it up a bit. So we're gonna put her beside North. She looks so precious, low-key. She reminds me of a roommate that I had in college. Her name was Georgia, and I feel like, just based on how much I love Georgia, I probably would love her. So I think I don't want to put her in A though because I don't know anything about her. So we're going to put her in B. Oh man, and I don't want to just throw these guys like in the gutter here, but we're probably just going to rapid fire these. So this one, I probably wouldn't want to smoke with you, but you probably wouldn't be the worst time. You, I'm not too sure. You seem like you would be fun. I don't want to put them in A because I don't know anything about them. So we'll put her beside her. And then we got 4 more. Who is this guy? He reminds me of someone and I can't put my finger on it. I'm going to put him in D because I feel like, I don't know, I get a weird feeling from you. And as far as these 3, I don't feel like any one of them would be too bad at all. Like, I don't think any of these guys should go lower than C, but I don't know if they should go in B either because I think, well, he might. So I think I'm gonna put you in C. Literally, as I was saying that, I rethought it because I'm so unsure, because it could be, they could be amazing during the smoke sesh or they could be terrible, and I can't put my finger on it because my brain just it can't decide what it wants to think. So I think we're gonna put him in C, him in B, just because he seems like a nice guy. I don't know, like very inviting energy, to be honest. And you, I don't want to put you in C. I don't know why, but I don't. Like, I want to put him in B, but my gut is telling me to put him in C. So that's where he's going. And all right, friends, that is the entire tier list of Detroit Become Human characters that I would smoke the Benjamin with. And I feel like, if I had a bit more context on the last little part of the game, I feel like this could have been a bit better and probably a bit more accurate. So if you guys would maybe like to see me play Detroit Become Human, please be sure to let me know. And if you guys want more content like this, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you're oh so inclined, watch another video to spend some more time with your girl. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.